Ah! can thank your lucky stars, Sheriff. I ain't gonna kill you. All I want's the $50,000 you brought along with you.
You still ain't proved this man Dakota is guilty.
I want to know who killed my brother!
Silence! No more interruptions. Proceed, Lawyer Donovan.
Your Honor, what else is there to say? We all know that the money on that coach was worth any risk he had to take. So, what did our loyal sheriff decide to do with the hard-earned savings of an entire city? He decided to appropriate them for himself and lay the blame on a band of outlaws. A band of outlaws which, if it existed, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, served only to help him murder the men of his loyal escort. Men who had put complete faith in this villain and who had no suspicion of his real intentions. As for this ridiculous story that the stagecoach was attacked by a band of outlaws, I say only this. What kind of outlaws kill all the men of an escort and leave the sheriff alive? Especially a sheriff like Dakota, who pretends to be a lawman. So obviously the truth lies elsewhere. And I repeat what I've already said. This man has betrayed his duty as a sheriff.
Now look here, Donovan. The sheriff has gone along as a guard on hundreds of these deliveries. And they've always arrived safely, including the ones you've sent yourself, you know.
That's true. All of which proves I'm not mistaken when I say he was simply trying to gain our confidence, gentlemen.
Now wait there. You still haven't convinced me that Dakota invented this story. After all, why should we believe you? In my opinion, you've made up this whole accusation yourself. It's pure invention. What evidence is there to back what you're saying?
I'll tell you. I've always been suspicious of this man from the day he got here.
Unfortunately, your suspicions don't interest this court. Lawyer Donovan, go ahead with your summation. Huh?
By all means, Your Honor. I therefore submit that the clear examination of the facts of this case will enable us to understand the true character of this man. This man who calls himself Dakota, this man who we all consider to be an honest and courageous representative of the law, has turned out to be worse than the worst of outlaws. He has betrayed the great trust we had in him, whether by himself or with the cooperation of a band of murderous outlaws, and I need hardly say that it makes very little difference which. He has made away with the money we have earned by the sweat of our brows, not hesitating, in so doing, to strike down his brave companions in cold blood. These crimes must not go unpunished. He deserves no pity.
Listen, Donovan, you talk like you know everything. Perhaps you do. However, there's one thing you seem to forget. If he really killed those men and stole that money, why'd he come back here to Tombstone?
Because he obviously expected us to believe what he said. What's more, if he'd run for it, we would have tracked him down, so he decided to outsmart us. The best cover-up was to come back to Tombstone and play victim.
Silence in the court. Quiet. I said silence in the court, damn it.
The way everything's going now, the sheriff will get lynched.
If there was only something we could do to help.
It's all Donovan's fault. The way he twists the facts around.
Yes, and there isn't one shred of evidence.
The best way to help Dakota is to take a message to his brother.
Yeah, but how?
Go to Paso Bravo. Look for his mother. She's the only one who knows where to find him. You'd better bring him back here immediately.
Silence in the court. Silence in the court. Silence in the court. Or I'll have every one of you thrown out. Now then, Sheriff, have you got anything to say? Your last chance to speak. On your feet, everybody. In pursuance of the duty entrusted in us, we have taken every precaution to ensure a fair and legal trial on these charges of murder and armed robbery. Therefore, in the name of the people and the state of Arizona, we do here declare that Joe Russell, known as Dakota, having been found guilty, is hereby sentenced to death. However, in view of his previous good service, I've decided in these exceptional circumstances the sentence should be commuted to a period of hard labor of not less than 15 years.
It was perfect. I managed to keep my bargain even though they convicted him. The sheriff's life was spared as I promised. I told you could trust me.
There was no way you could have known that the sentence would be commuted. You were risking Dakota's life.
I knew I could count on the judge's honesty. He'd never condemn a man to death without some real evidence.
But now he'll rot in jail,
The
Donovan.
bargain was for his life. It was a debt you owed him, and as your guardian, I paid it. Now, I hope you have no intention, Jean, of breaking your promise. In the next few days, you'll have an announcement to make. You will announce your marriage. To me, of course. What is it?
Mr. Donovan, you've got an important visitor.
Just a minute. You'll have to excuse me, Jean. Go to your room now. We can plan our honeymoon over dinner tonight. I'm sorry, but I have urgent business I have to tend to right now. Albers, good work you did there. You have my real compliments. It was perfect. The jobs I organize must always be perfect. And I'm promising you we will have all the gold we can use. The attack on the stagecoach alone brought us in $50,000. My neighbor's life savings. And my own money, set on behalf of the company, was heavily insured. I think you see just what I mean. We'll have no more tangling with Dakota for 15 years.
In my opinion, your decision was wrong. It would have been a lot better to eliminate him. I don't mind telling you, Mr. Donovan, I sure hated to let him go.
Unfortunately, I had no choice in the matter. Several years ago, Dakota saved the life of my ward, Jean. Now, that debt is paid.
Yeah, paid in full.
I hear that you lost quite a few of your men, is that right?
Yeah. But I already filled up the gaps. The West is full of desperate men who'll do anything to make a few dollars. And I look after my men and also myself. I'm always happy to work for you, Mr. Donovan. But don't keep me waiting. I need money for the widows and the mothers of the men I lost. Of course, now I only hire bachelors and sons of... So long.
don't I know you? You're Dakota. You know who I am? I'm a guy you put away for 5 years in this rotten hole.
Jackson.
Yeah, you remember, do you? I'll bet you never expected to see me in this place. You deserve a welcoming party, you bastard.
I told you there was gonna be trouble.
Hey, fellas, we got a sheriff here.
Yeah, he's come to the right place, all right.
Yeah.
I'll let him worry you, Sheriff. I'll take care of you. It'll be my pleasure. My personal pleasure.
Do you want us to help you, Jackson? We're all with you.
I want to handle this job all alone.
Okay. If you think you're up to it, it'll be pretty tough.
I'm going to give him something to make him remember Tombstone.
That's enough. The show's over. Get back to work. Come on, get moving.
Cut it out.
Let me out of here!
Guard!
Please, I can't stand it! Let me out of here! Let me out! I'm going crazy! I'll kill myself! Yeah! I'll kill myself! Please!
Well, what is it, Sergeant? I see. I understand. Telephone.
Oh, personally, I understand your hesitancy, Warden, but the governor has his good reasons for granting Dakota a pardon. The governor is planning a real cleanup in the state. But he must take care not to commit any errors, especially any that would discredit the prestige of the law.
Yes, I see. Sergeant, forget the call.
Slim. Hi, brother.
You're a free man, Dakota. Congratulations. I know it must be a surprise to you. I have your release.
That's right, Dakota. The new governor has decided, on the basis of your brother's appeal, to re-examine the record of your trial. You see, since it appears that there was no concrete evidence against you, a fact which was brought out in the appellate moving papers, the governor has ordered that you be pardoned immediately and released from prison.
Sheriff, I can speak to you as a lawman. You know that in spite of all the intensive efforts, justice sometimes errs. Now that you're free, I hope that we can count on you to carry on with the admirable work you've always done for this state and for our country.
That was a good performance, Bill. For a while, I was beginning to think you really were the governor's secretary.
Well, that's what you pay me for, ain't it?
You sure fooled the warden up at the prison, Bill.
Goodbye, fellas.
So long, thanks.
drinks.
What?
Whiskey. Where can we find Alvarez?
I sell drinks. I ain't a spy.
They ain't very friendly here at Santa Cruz.
But who are you two anyway? Why do you want Alvarez?
Listen to me. We didn't come here to give information. And for a man who says he ain't a spy, you sure seem to like asking questions. I reckon you suffer from curiosity. You like your customers so much you want to know all about them. Well, I got a proposition. How about trading? We'll say who we are. You say where Alvarez is. Okay?
Well, seems fair, I guess.
There, you see. Ain't no problem for two reasonable men to make a bargain, I guess. Now, suppose you talk first. Spill it. We're waiting for the information. Go on.
Suppose you tell me which Alvarez. You mean the barber one? Or
Skip it. Let's go, Slim. This man's more afraid of Alvarez than of us. But if you see your friend Alvarez, huh, you can say Dakota was here.
Who are they? Next time I see him, I'll ask, Sheriff.
This is a plan of the town. The sheriff's office is right here on the other side of the street from the bank. You and your men will come in by the main road leading to the south.
Alvarez!
You fool, you know you have orders never to come here.
Dakota.
What's he got to do with it? Come on, talk, you.
Easy.
Speak up.
Dakota's out of prison. He and his brother killed 4 of our men.
You sure of it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Hell, you know it means that interfering coyote's gonna mess up everything. I might have known that sooner or later he was bound to get away. If you listened to me, this never would have happened. There'd be nothing left of Dakota but a pile of bones in the desert, only you get all soft on account of some woman.
I can get along without your opinions, Alvarez. The woman is my business. All you have to do is carry out my orders. Is that clear or isn't it? Without me, you'd be nothing, and don't you forget it. But you'd better teach your men to stop acting like a wild bunch. I have no use for anyone who gets upset about nothing. Besides, it isn't only Dakota who's looking for you.
Now what? What do you have in mind?
Slim. For my money, he'll have to go too. We have no choice. And make sure it works out. Get rid of them both.
Okay.
Then you know what you have to do, Alvarez.
You hear that? Donovan says they're all ours. We can have the 2 of them. That means we can get even for what they done to the boys. Come on. Gotcha.
Suppose you tell me what you're doing around here. How come your guardian Donovan let you out alone?
Don't start that again, Slim. You know I have no choice.
Okay, forget it. Come on this way. I want to show you something. It's me. Look who's here, Dakota.
Jane.
Hello, Dakota. I kind of thought you'd be here.
But they can't already know about your escape at Tombstone.
They don't know at Tombstone, but Donovan does. After what you did to Alvarez and his gang.
Donovan? What's Donovan got to do with Alvarez? And you think there's a tie-in between these two?
It's obvious. Now it all makes sense.
Did you know about this, Gene?
Yes. And about the attack on the stagecoach near Santa Cruz.
You mean you knew that it was Alvarez, and that Dakota just didn't make it up?
Yeah, and it was me who persuaded Donovan to save Dakota's life. And he promised me that you wouldn't be killed. I swear it.
Who made the promise?
Donovan.
Then he organized everything.
He's the one you want to pay off for that prison sentence.
Now, Slim.
That's one of Donovan's men.
Listen, Slim. Somebody's coming. Damn it, they got away. They must have heard us coming. Wait a minute, Slim. Let's see where they're making for.
Whatever you say.
Fire's still warm. That means they can't have gotten far.
They're bound ahead with the planes. I bet we can overtake them. Come on! With that many here, can't be many at the hideout.
Right.
So let's pay them a visit.
Next time, see you don't keep me waiting too long.
I'm sorry, but I have
Never
to...
mind. It's all right. Skip it, eh? Anyway, you'll never learn.
Hey,
I can't wait to get to sleep.
muchacha.
Leave Rosita alone, ¿entiendes?
Hey, listen, I left a half a bottle of tequila under the bed.
Here.
You can have it. Hasta luego.
Keep your eyes open.
Slim. Let's go.
You idiot. I should make you pay for this. It's absurd. Tell me how someone could carry away a sack loaded full of money out of your hideout.
But I never expected it.
You should have expected it. They fooled you.
Your lady rescued Dakota once, remember that. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened at all.
No, you're the only one to blame. You thought they wouldn't attack the hideout. You were mistaken. Well, it's too bad. If Dakota goes to the sheriff, it could ruin everything. The only hope is for you to find them and kill them both. Understand the two of them. Get going.
As soon as you get to Tucson, give this to the sheriff. Explain everything to him. We'll see how Donovan likes the trial when he's the one being accused, along with Alvarez.
You keep under cover until I get back. Remember, you're still a fugitive.
I'm not afraid of anybody finding me here. Maybe I'll go see what the bandits are up to.
Well, don't get too close to the hideout, because if they catch you...
You can avoid trouble when you're returning by keeping to the bridge road before the pass.
Don't worry. I can look out after myself.
Adios.
If something's worrying you, Gene, I'm the one to whom you should turn to be comforted. Why don't you tell me what's on your mind? I hate to see you like this on the eve of our marriage, my dear. You could at least pretend that you're glad. Well, Gene, couldn't you? Is it so difficult? By the way, the other day, 4 of my men disappeared. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it, would you? I'd hate to think that Dakota was involved. Huh?
I've no idea at all.
You better watch your step. You're not fooling me, and I don't like your friendship with Dakota. But of course, Gene, you wouldn't do that. I've spared his life once for you, but I'd think twice if you asked for it again. So tell Dakota that you belong entirely to me. And now, my dear, don't you think we should make plans for our wedding?
They ambushed me just outside Tucson. I tried to give them the slip in the hills, only...
Don't try to talk. You're still weak.
Anyhow, I managed to deliver the bag.
Take it easy.
When can I get up?
You should be better pretty soon. Luckily, that's only a flesh wound. I'm going away for a few days. Look after yourself. Here's your gun, and you know where the food is.
Okay.
This time, I'm going to settle accounts with Alvarez for good. And then I'll get Donovan.
Howdy, Dakota. Didn't expect to see me, did you? You got nothing to be afraid of. They're all friends of mine. Unbuckle your gun belt. Seeing as how you know the way, you better come along to the hideout with us. Poor fella. He looks worn out, all right. Sooner or later, he's going to tell us where he hid that sack of money. He'll talk all right. Better give him a rest now. To make a fool out of all of you. He's made you a laughing stock. I gave the order to shoot Dakota. And now, he's got the money from Tucson. And he's laughing. At me. At you. At your gang.
I was wrong, Donovan, I admit it. But don't forget, we got one of them, the brother.
Well, isn't that great? I guess your gang's proud of that. One youngster. But are you sure you really got him? Now, who helped Dakota get away? Just answer me that.
If he's alive, he's with a bullet hole clear through his heart.
We'll see. Now I want you to bring me Dakota. The main thing is to get him to tell us where that sack of money is hidden. And it won't be hard, because I don't intend to play games or let him escape. You can bet on it.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to much more of this. You don't own me, Donovan.
This place is getting hot for us. We can swing just one more robbery. Just one, and party's ended. We have to be quick. But everything's well planned. As long as Dakota's loose, every second is dangerous. Get all your gang together. When you get my orders, see that you're ready to move. That's all.
Saludos, amigos. Where you been? You come and drink? Sit down. Yeah, got good news. Carlos, you bring the women. I'm on. I'm all right. Everything. Hey, you like coffee? We hear about this gold you have been telling me. We've been waiting here a long time. When are we going? Waiting for.
I got news for you, boys. We got a job to do tomorrow morning. The minute Donovan gives us the signal, we ride into Santa Cruz. Anyone tries to stop us, gets a belly full of lead.
Hear what the man said.
Now listen to this carefully, man. Tomorrow we're all going to keep our eyes open, because by now every lawman in the district is hunting for us. So they're all going to be on the lookout. And once we get the money out of the bank, they may decide to organize a posse and come after us. But I already figured out how to fool them. After the robbery's over, you're all gonna split up. We'll meet again at Fronteras in 2 weeks, you hear? Until then, everyone stay out of sight. Any questions?
We are waiting.
But what happens to the cash?
You'll wait until things calm down. As for Dakota, we must prevent his sticking his nose in our business. Is everything clear, men?
But what are we supposed to live on?
You can steal. Has anyone else got anything he wants to say? Come on. We gotta get moving.
Let's go in. Move. Vámonos. I take the wine. You will have the wine. We'll have a good time tonight, huh? And when we get that gold you've been talking about, Ramon? And we're going to eat those food you're talking about. Hey. More tortillas. Come on, big fella. Give me a hand with these. Let's go. See.
Vamos!
Morning, Mr. Donovan.
Morning.
You're right on time. We just opened.
Prefer to avoid the rush.
Important business, no doubt.
Extremely.
Make yourselves comfortable. It's a great honor to have you in our bank, Mr. Donovan.
I believe it's one of the wealthiest banks in the West.
Well, thank you. How can we be of service to you?
Simply by opening the door of your safe.
You must be joking, Donovan.
I'm in no mood, sir, for joking.
I can see that.
Hurry up.
Quick, let's get out of here! Get out!
Over here. It's a real pleasure to deal with your bank. You have my compliments, sir. Now kindly take those bodies out of here. Oh, wait a minute. You forgot your hat.
Come on out, Donovan. Your pal Alvarez is dead.
Listen, Sheriff! You hear me out there? You gotta let me leave the town. If you attempt to stop me, I'm gonna shoot the gal, do you hear? Answer me. You know I'm not joking. Do you hear that? Throw down your weapons!
All right, come out.
You, turn the buggy around! Don't try anything, we're moving out! Better not try following us. Get in. And move over there, Dakota. Come on, hurry. Dakota, I've decided you should join Slim.
Yeah!
This star really belongs to you. And now you can go back to Tombstone, Sheriff. Good luck.